Hello friends, welcome back. A newly uncovered CCTV video has brought renewed attention to the deeply emotional and complex case of beloved actor and singer Menglong. The footage, which was quietly uploaded to social media and quickly picked up by fans, has stirred widespread concern and sorrow. Many believe it sheds new light on the troubling circumstances Yu may have faced in the final chapter of his life. The video appears to capture moments that suggest Yu was not in a safe or supportive environment. While the footage does not provide full context, it shows what some describe as signs of mistreatment or emotional distress. Observers have pointed out that he appears visibly weakened, withdrawn, and under clear emotional pressure. These visuals, though subtle, have reopened old wounds and intensified public outcry. For many supporters and analysts, this footage reinforces earlier fears that Menglong's struggles were not solely internal or personal, but perhaps connected to something much deeper and more disturbing. Speculation has circulated for months that he may have been subjected to manipulation, psychological pressure, or even social isolation, particularly in the weeks leading up to his tragic passing. These claims, it's important to note, have not been officially verified. Authorities continue to investigate, and no formal conclusions have been made. However, what's striking is how closely the contents of the footage align with prior reports indicating that Yu had disappeared from the public spotlight for an extended period. This unexplained absence had already raised alarm bells among fans and fellow artists, many of whom expressed concern for his well-being long before the current developments. In the wake of this new evidence, a growing number of voices, both inside and outside the entertainment industry, are calling for a thorough, independent investigation. Legal experts, advocacy groups, and online communities have mobilized to ensure that all aspects of the case are carefully examined and that no detail is overlooked. Their message is clear: silence is no longer acceptable. What began as whispers on fan forums and online threads has evolved into a collective call for truth. A movement is forming, not just to seek justice for Menglong, but to shine a light on systemic issues that may be affecting others in similar positions. The pressures of fame, the isolation faced by public figures, and the often invisible burdens placed on artists are finally being talked about with the seriousness they deserve. Menglong was far more than a celebrity. He was a kind, generous soul, deeply respected for his artistic talent and his quiet dedication to charitable work. Friends and fans alike have described him as humble, compassionate, and quietly resilient. Someone who poured his heart into both his performances and his humanitarian efforts. The questions surrounding his final days remain difficult to confront. Why was he absent from public view for so long? What kind of support system did he have behind the scenes? Was there more going on than anyone realized? These are questions that continue to haunt those who admired him, and they deserve clear, truthful answers. In the days ahead, more information is expected to surface. Interviews, digital analyses, and additional materials are already being reviewed. With each piece of evidence, the hope is that the full picture will begin to emerge, one that brings closure not only to his loved ones, but to everyone who saw something special in him. What's certain now is that the world is paying attention. The renewed focus on this case shows that people are no longer willing to look the other way when signs of suffering are present. Menglong's story has touched a nerve because it reflects something larger: the need for transparency, accountability, and compassion in industries that often lack all three. This is not just about honoring his legacy. It's about ensuring that what happened to him is fully understood and never repeated. Justice for Menglong isn't just a slogan. It's a promise that his voice will be heard, even if he can no longer speak for himself. That his life will be remembered not for its tragic end, but for the light he brought to so many others. And that those responsible, whether through action or neglect, are held accountable. Menglong deserved safety. He deserved peace. And now, more than ever, he deserves the truth.